Do kosher restaurants serve meat or dairy, or do they sometimes mix it up and just have different pots and pans? For the most part, kosher restaurants serve either meat or dairy. Once in a while, you'll find a kosher restaurant where there's like a side by side, where they have separate kitchens, same name of the restaurant. I can't think of any offhand. I feel like in California, there used to be like Nagila dairy and Nagila meat next to each other. Correct me if I'm wrong to all my LA people. I grew up going to Nagila Pizza. I always thought it was like the greatest pizza of all time. Probably because in Seattle there was no kosher pizza. But it turns out the pizza is not so great. But still, it like holds a place in my heart. But when I go to kosher restaurants, we order takeout. If I'm having meat, you can just assume that there's not going to be any dairy. And if I go somewhere dairy, then you can assume there's not going to be any meat on the menu. You might find some like meat substitutes on a dairy menu, or you'll go to a meat restaurant and there'll be lots of sauces that look like they're dairy, but they're actually not. They'll use things like almond milk or soy milk, vegan butter, oil instead of butter, even different kinds of vegan cheeses. Or like at a dairy restaurant, they might have a vegan bacon. But no kosher restaurants will have meat and dairy in the same kitchen because it would be too easy for everything to get mixed up. The meat pots would end up in the dairy sink. It would just be a mess. Literally too many cooks in the kitchen. We're in a house kitchen. It's a lot easier for us to keep everything separate. So I have my whole dairy section and I have my whole meat section in the kitchen.